Welcome back to Chatting It Up with the Vegas Diva. As we've been talking about domestic violence and how it plagues our community, I want to let you know that there is a safe place for people to go. One organization that's been around, I believe, since 1977 is the Shade Tree. The Shade Tree is a place for women to go. The Shade Tree has several programs for women. It is a shelter that houses 164 people. They take homeless, they take domestic violence victims, women with children is included in this. Anybody who has a need. They have several programs. They have an emergency shelter program, traditional shelter program, survivor service, the workforce readiness program, life skills, mental health services, housing assistance, children's activities center. They have the Stallman Turl Clinic at the Shade Tree, Noah's Animal House, Courage for Change. Just to add a few to their list of things that they need. Their mission, and just speaking with some of the faculty or members, workers, volunteers there at the Shade Tree, their mission is that they feel homelessness, domestic violence, any of these things is a community problem or issue. And they feel that this issue should be solved by the community, which means we should get out here and volunteer and donate to help combat this problem in our own city. And I kind of agree with that. They feel like no one should go without the basic needs, food, shelter, clothing. I mean, those are the basic necessities in life. And when somebody's down, because a lot of people can get down sometimes, sometimes through no fault of their own. You may have lost a job and couldn't pay your rent. These things are sometimes unforeseen. So Shade Tree can be there to help and assist. Okay, so you can look up this organization at www.theshadetree.org. You may also call 702-385-0072, and you will get wonderful service from one of the employees or volunteers there, and they may be able to assist you in whatever problem that's plaguing you, whether it's homelessness, whether it's domestic violence, shelter, whatever it is you need. For men, I know there is the mission that you can turn to. It's actually the Las Vegas mission, 480 West Bonanza. And they pretty much do the same thing for men that the Shade Tree does for women. They provide shelter for homelessness, food. It's on a first come, first served basis with them. Pretty much the same thing, because they can get filled pretty quickly. So as the same thing with the Shade Tree. But you have to remember, if you're in a domestic violence situation, whether it's with a man or if it's a woman, you choose to look these organizations on your computer. If you feel like your abuser is coming, quickly press the escape button. That way, your attacker, if he wants to go behind you and see what you've been looking up, you press the escape button. There's no way for that person to find out what you've been looking up on your computer. If you choose to call, you can call from, your cell phone to these organizations, or when you get a safe moment. That way you can delete your history from your call logs on your cell phones, so that that person that's abusing or attacking you or intimidating you cannot find out who you've been calling, where you've been calling, so you can keep yourself safe from harm. If you're in imminent danger, once again, 911 should be your first call to get yourself some help and safety. Because believe it or not, women, if you're out here attacking your man, you will go to jail. Let that be known. It's no longer an issue where you can attack your husband or your fiance or your boyfriend and then the man goes to jail. No. You will go to jail. So domestic violence in Nevada is taken very, very seriously. It's an issue that we do not play with out here in Nevada. So please, I urge everyone to go out, and if you know someone, help that person. If it's you, call one of the organizations. There are others, but call an organization and get help. Go into that organization to get help. Ask a friend to give you a ride. Ask a friend, a neighbor, somebody to help you. Let them know that you are in danger and you want to get out of your situation. That person does not love you if they are physically forcing you to do sexual acts that you don't want to do, intimidating you, threatening to do harm if you don't do something, your money situation, if they're trying to control your money, if they're taking you away from your friends and your family, if they're controlling your time, you have to be at home at a certain time or else. It's emotional. If they're telling you you're doing everything wrong, that you can't do nothing right ever, these are examples of abuse. No one deserves to be abused. It doesn't matter if you're married. Doesn't matter if you're gonna be married soon or engaged. This person is not the right person. He or she is dangerous. There is another statistic out there for teenagers. 1 in 3 teens is said to be sexually abused at least once in their lifetime. That's scary. We have to do something to stop these predators. We have to do something to stop domestic violence among everyone in the United States in its tracks. It starts at home by talking with your children. It starts with us by getting out in the community. It starts with helping a friend. It starts by volunteering. It starts by donating to help keep these organizations running in our community. We need these communities and organizations to get on the ball and get out here and save our organization and our people. When we come back, we'll talk more about organizations, how they run, how they're helpful to us, and we will continue on providing more information about more entities and how we can get out there and help. This is the World Center of Broadcast Media. You're with Chatting It Up with the Vegas Diva, and we're talking about the important issue of domestic violence and how it plagues our community and how we can all get out here and help to end domestic violence, raise awareness, and put this issue to end. We'll be back.